What's up, everybody? Moped here from Eat, Sleep, Mix, Repeat. Today we're going to be looking at some tropicals. So why are we looking at tropicals? Tropicals are great. It's summertime, and tropicals they're nice and refreshing. They give you that summertime feel. Fucking chilling on the beach, hanging out in Hawaii, on vacation. I love tropical flavors and tropical juices. Currently I think I only have really one tropical posted on ELR. It's my tropical yogurt, which is a really old recipe and I need to go back, but it is really good. It definitely needs to be reworked, but it is pretty good the way it is. Oh yeah, and then right now I'm making a juice for my friend's girlfriend. She really likes maple. Apparently that's like all she really vapes. It's like maple juices. But, you know, she's going to the vape shops and getting raped on the prices. So trying to come up with something that I can help them out, save some money. Hopefully she'll like. So I made this, and it's kind of like, I used some cinnamon Danish swirl and Flavor West maple pecan, and what else did I put in here? Like some vanilla custard and some other crap. I can't even remember what it all is. So if anybody's like, I don't know, out there and just has like they found like the most amazing maple ever, let me know. Flavor West maple pecan's actually really good. I'm digging it for the first shot, so I'm gonna have her try it out today. They're coming over later on. Have her try it out today, see what she thinks, maybe see if she can suggest some little tweaks and stuff. But, not too bad for just kind of bullshitting first try. I think it tastes pretty good. So what does that have to do with tropicals? Absolutely nothing. I'm just bullshitting. But yeah, today we're going to be looking at tropicals. I really enjoy tropical vapes. So I want to go over some of the flavorings I like to use. Some things that I find help me get that really good tropical feeling out of a vape. So first I'm going to just go with the easiest way to sell. And I don't mean sell like in the financial sense. I mean just sell as in, you know, authenticity sense, I guess. But the easiest way to sell a tropical vape, and that's to use melons. And these are the two melons that I like to really use. Capella makes some really good melons. There's a lot more out there I need to try, which I just don't have yet. So I've used TFA melons too, which are really good. I just think Capella's a little bit better. So that goes with Capella's honeydew melon and Capella's cantaloupe. TFA's cantaloupe is really good, and TFA's honeydew melon is pretty good, but definitely not as good as Capella's. Capella's, I think, is a little bit sweeter, a little bit brighter, and I just like it a little more. TFA's cantaloupe, I don't know, maybe TFA's cantaloupe might be a little bit better. It's a little bit, TFA's cantaloupe's a little bit more interesting than Capella's, but I think Capella's is a little easier to work with and to put in to mix it, to get working in a mix. But melons are nice and complex. They're really sweet. They give you that nice refreshing, refreshing, you know, sweet flavor. They just make an awesome base. You know, this is pretty much what I go for is like a base when I'm mixing a tropical recipe. Yeah, pretty much just melons are just like instantly you just think, oh, tropical. At least that's what I do. I think tropical whenever I vape anything melon. But there's a lot of things you can put on top of a melon. Well, you don't have to. I mean, you don't have to use melons in your tropicals, but they're definitely a good way to start, especially if you haven't done a lot of tropical mixes. I would definitely just, you know, start off with one or both of these, and you know, kind of build on top of that. But so yeah, cantaloupe and honeydew. That's an easy, good way to get started on a tropical recipe. So then next, so watermelon, which is technically a melon, but it's kind of a different melon. It's not, you know, honeydew and cantaloupe are very similar. Watermelon's a little bit different. I mean, watermelon's nice and refreshing. By itself, it's not really a tropic. I wouldn't consider it much of like a tropical in a sense, like on its own, you know, but mixed in, it definitely can help like kind of bend your your tropical is a little bit different. If you're doing a tropical mix, it could definitely bend it to just make it a little different. Maybe make it not so. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. They're a little less complex than like honeydew and cantaloupe. Obviously, just as refreshing, maybe even more refreshing because they're a little bit lighter. They're not quite as overly sweet. So the ones, honestly, the one I like the most right now out of the watermelons I even have more than these three, but I really want to try the Perillium. That's supposed to be like the top dog watermelon, but yeah, hopefully I'm gonna pick it up on my next order. So Capella Sweet Watermelon is just a really good, awesome, like, it just works really well. It's easy to have it come out. Sometimes watermelons are really hard to like really like come out and be up front. Sweet watermelon definitely does that. You know, use it, 5 or 6%, and it will definitely like come out if you want it up front in your mix, or you can use it at 2 or 3% as a supporting flavor. Flora watermelon is really good. It's not quite as upfront. Man, it smells really good. You know, it's a little candied. I mean, so is sweet watermelon. But, obviously it's a Flora, so you want to use it a lot less. But it's also another good one. And then Flavor Art Red Summer, or just Flavor Art Watermelon, they're the same fucking thing. Flavor Art, has all kinds of weird names for their flavors, for their fruits and whatnot. But Flavor Art Red Summer is a really good one too. It's a little less noticeable, which is probably good if you're doing like a tropical mix, because a lot of times with tropicals, you're gonna pull like a lot of different flavors and then try and get them to blend together. So Red Summer would be a good one because it'll add a little bit of watermelon notes in there without overpowering or doing something weird to your recipe. So depending on how upfront you would want your watermelon in your tropical mix, kind of goes by which one you would want to use or what percentages, obviously. Kind of goes without saying, but yeah, but watermelon is another good tool if you're making a tropical mix. And then TFA Kiwi Double. This is an awesome one. Kiwi Double is really similar to a melon. It's a little different. It's got a little bit more tartness to it. I really like it. Mixes well with strawberry, obviously. Pretty stronger flavor for TFA. Use it around like 3 or 4%. Definitely going to be up front. Even as low as 1%, you'll notice it, and as a supporting flavor. So this is like, so if you want to go for a melon, you don't want anything like overly, sickly sweet or something. Kiwi Double is a good route to go. And then mangoes. Mangoes are awesome for tropicals. And there's 2 mangoes that I use right now, and that is Capella Sweet Mango and TFA Mango. If you only have a choice to get one of these, get Capella Sweet Mango. Capella Sweet. The problem with both of these is by themselves, they're not a great mango. They're both just kind of lacking, and one has what the other one is lacking. So together they make an awesome fucking mango. But I do use them by themselves, in other mixes, not like as just like an upfront mango. But if I'm doing something like, I don't know, a mango orange or something, Actually, if you're doing a mango orange, so sweet mango it's sweeter, it's brighter, but it's lacking. Mangoes have like kind of a tartness to them, like just a little bit, and that's what sweet mango is lacking. And then TFA mango kind of overly does the tartness. It's almost like a mango that's not quite ripe yet. You kind of get, when you bite into a mango, if you ever had a mango, like I live in California, we have mangoes all the time. When you get like towards the seed in the center of the mango, it starts to get a little tartar, and that's kind of where like TFA mango is. And then sweet mango is like the ripe, just like fucking, you just took like the really ripe part of the, really soft ripe part of the mango and just chomped on that. But they're great and they work really good in tropical mixes. So then next, I'm going to talk about Capella Sweet Guava. Capella Sweet Guava is It reminds me of the Kern. If you guys ever had like the Kern's drink, you know, the Kern's Guava. I used to love that shit when I was a kid. I used to drink it all the time, and that's what Cabela Sweet Guava tastes like to me. It tastes exactly like that to me. So, you know, it's an artificial guava. I don't even think I've had a real guava, honestly. So I think I've only ever had artificial guava, but that's what it tastes like, and that's really good in especially like beverages, things like that. You're doing like I don't know, some kind of like alcoholic tropical mix or something like that, or like a yogurt or something, you know. Cabela Sweet Guava is awesome, and this kind of goes along with the whole realm of like passion fruit. What are the other ones? I can't think of it right now because I don't even have them. Really, right now I just have Sweet Guava, but I need to pick up some more different ones. But this is definitely a good one to use in your tropicals. So, I mean, tropicals don't have to be just sweet, you know. Sometimes you're gonna want it like some tartness, some citrus. Citrus actually goes really well in tropicals. And the best way to go about citrus in a tropical mix is obviously pineapple. You know, when you think of tropicals, that's probably like one of the first things you think of is pineapple. So right now I'm using TFA pineapple. I have Cabela Golden pineapple on the way, and everybody raves about it. I haven't tried it yet, so I don't want to tell you guys to go out and get it yet, but I'm sure very soon I'll tell you. Hopefully it's as good as everybody says. But TFA pineapple is an interesting flavor. It's kind of hard to work with. It's very citrusy. Like when I use this in a mix and I don't want my pineapple to be up front, I use it at like 0.5%, maybe 0.75, even sometimes 0.25, 0.2, 0.1. You put it in, you're going to notice it at least a little bit. So just keep that in mind. If you do get TFA pineapple, I really like it. A lot of people don't like it because it's so hard to work with, but a lot of flavorings are hard to work with. You just got to, you know, learn how to use it. But keep it low, and it'll just add that nice citrus, you know, that tartness, those citrus notes to your tropical mix or whatever mix you want to use it in. But TFA pineapple, still a good flavoring. So then the next one I'm going to talk about is TFA Dragonfruit. And I also have Inawera Dragonfruit, but Inawera Dragonfruit's a little harder to work with. Inawera Dragonfruit basically tastes like Inawera Cactus, and it pissed me off because I didn't realize it when I first tried it, and then somebody mentioned it to me. Like, I don't know, they made a joke, and they're like, oh, you mean like Inawera Cactus? I'm like, oh, God, it does. It tastes exactly like Inawera Cactus. But anyways, that's a whole nother rant. But TFA Dragonfruit is really good. This is an awesome flavoring to have. For weird reasons too. It's really weak. Like, it's a super fucking weak flavoring. If you ever mix the Sucker Punch clone, who I can't remember originally does it because it's just copied so many damn times, but it uses this at like 14%. I remember the first time I saw that, I was like, the only reason I mixed it was because I was like, what the fuck? You're using it had a bunch of good reviews and it uses a flavoring at 14%. And it works. Like, it's just weird how it works. But then there's also a lot of times you'll see this used at like 1%, you know, like it's just a really weird flavoring where like if you use a little bit, you won't notice it, but it does. I mean, you'll notice that it does something, but it won't be like upfront dragonfruit. It's dragonfruit's a really good supporter for strawberries and stuff, especially use TFA dragonfruit at low percentages and just kind of bend your strawberries a little bit because our strawberries that we use, they just get used so much that it's like it's hard. Sometimes you'll just be vaping on something with sweet strawberry or strawberry ripe in it, and that's all you can taste because you just know that flavoring so well, you know. And TFA Dragonfruit's a good one to kind of bend that and kind of change it up a little bit. It also works in tropicals to kind of add that a little bit like kind of a strawberry note or a little bit of tartness. Like let's say you don't want to straight up like citrus, but you want a little bit of tartness. TFA Dragonfruit's a good way to go, especially because it's so versatile and you can use it really low or high, you know, whatever you want. It's a good one to have around. And then the last kind of tropicals I want to talk about are kind of my secret weapon because I see a lot of people don't use it and it's a really obvious one to use. And it's a flavoring that a lot of people avoid it, but when I was working on that tropical yogurt, It ended up being kind of like my secret weapon. It wasn't coming out right, and it was just missing a little bit of something. And that's banana. Which seems really obvious, right? You're like, tropicals? Yeah, dude, bananas are tropical fruits, but... And I get it. I tried avoiding bananas for a long time, too, and I find myself using them more and more. They're a pain in the ass. Just, I don't know, bananas are something weird that you think should just... It just seems like it should really, really, like... I can't think what I'm talking about. But it's just something that really should work with vaping. And for some reason, it just a lot of times doesn't. I don't know. It's just banana's a hard one to get down. Now, the best banana, kind of subjectively, the best banana is TFA banana cream. And that's because it has the best banana taste, but it's weak as fuck and it fades, like, just fades so much. But if somebody could, like if Flavora could take TFA banana cream and then, like, put it into, like, make it how they make their flavorings, like, strong as fuck, it would be awesome. I really wish somebody could pull that one off. But anyway, so it's not one of these that I'm holding right now because it's just a pain in the ass to kind of work with. So Flavora banana is really good. It's got a little bit of that runniness to it. Runt, like the candy. I don't know, that sounded really weird the way I said it. But it's got kind of that runt flavor to it, and it's super strong. You want to use this like really low, like 0.25% or less. And that's what I'm talking about when you use banana in a tropical mix. Just use it really low. Just add a little bit, and it'll really pop out your tropicals, and it'll really just kind of bring it up to the next level. And that's what I found out with my tropical mixes. When I just add a little bit of banana, it really helps it out. So Flavora banana is really good. It is super strong. Honestly, when I'm mixing, and I just want banana as like a really soft supporting player, I like TFA just their regular banana. I don't have their banana ripe, but their regular banana is just, it works, man. It's really good. I don't know why I have a big ass bottle of this. I bought this big ass bottle when I like first started mixing, so this bottle is probably over 2 years old. But you know, it's easy to work with because it's not super strong like Flavora is. And it just works when you just put a little bit in to kind of get those like little banana accents in it. And then beyond that, you know, there's no limit to what you could do with tropicals. Like I said, I use yogurt, so I mean mixing them with yogurts, mixing with creams, mixing them, you could do I've seen tropical cheesecakes, beverages. I mean, there's really no limit. You could do banana candies if you want. I mean, like a banana hard candy or gummy candy or fucking bubble gum. I don't fucking know. Ice cream, why not, dude? Yeah. So, but these are like flavors that I like to use to create the tropical part of a recipe, you know. And then you'll usually want to like set it on top of something. I mean, you probably could just mix up a bunch of tropical flavors together and just make like an overall like tropical mix. But you might want something to kind of bridge it and bring it all together, something for it all to sit on. So maybe even just a cream, you know, a simple cream or a custard or something, just for everything to kind of sit on top of. But yeah, that's what Mophead's got for tropicals. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. Go join the Facebook group. Keep on mixing.